Okay, let's stop it right there. You know, on a level from 4, I'd say you're pushing, you've done 5, I'd say between 5 and 6. You're doing really, really good. There's a little bit of tweaks, that I can do with you to really jump you up to here. I know what the small things you need, which will jump you literally up here. You're doing phenomenal. Hey, Mark. Good job, buddy. Trust me, there's a direct reflection. Don't get upset about it. There's a direct reflection with how much you're making and how many sales you get. Go ahead. So get me interested in this.
Okay, so have you ever looked at getting a system here before?
Not really.
No? Is there any reason for that, or?
It's a pretty safe neighborhood. Never heard of crime out here. So.
Oh yeah. This is a pretty safe neighborhood. The cool thing about it, I think because we normally go like high crime areas. This one there's just been an increase, so it hasn't been much. I think there's only been like 4 break-ins on the other side of the neighborhood. Just because that's how we're at. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a lot more than normal. The cool thing about that is when we get our sign out, we can give you the system at no cost.
Cool.
And so it's a really good system. It's basic, but it does cover your home. You get all of your doors done with the door sensors, and the way they work is really cool. What you do is right now on the door they have like one magnetic strip on the door, and the other one on the door frame. And you see it, and they're magnets. And so when someone either kicks in the door or even opens the door, that actually separates the magnets, and they'll send a signal to the keypad. And that keypad, the cool thing about it is the new ones, what they actually do is they actually call the police out for you guys. And so if anyone's entering your house unauthorized, they give you a call, say, hey, Paul, what's going on? Are you at the house? No, I'm on vacation. Okay, the police are going to be on their way right over to your house. There's an alarm going off right now. If you're like, oh, well, maybe my wife is home, you should give her a call, and they call the next emergency contact, on the list to make sure that everything is okay at the house. Another cool thing about the system here is just the panic. And you said you have a wife and 2 kids, is what you told me? Yeah, and this is really good for them. The cool thing about that is if something happens, let's say someone jumps into the backyard over the fence, or even if something is going suspicious up front, they actually just hit that panic button, and it sets the alarm off right away. It'll scare off whoever's messing with the house, and also call the police up just to check on them, And so it's a really good system. It'll keep you guys really safe, especially when they're home. I know some people are like, oh yeah, someone's always home, but then, have you heard about like the home invasions that have been happening recently?
Not really, no.
Okay, what's been happening, and I don't know why, but a lot in Phoenix, is people have just, normally burglars like target you, they like scope you out, see when you're home, when you're not home. What's been happening with the economy, people are getting just desperate, and they're not really thinking. And so as soon as they see no car in the driveway, they try to enter the house, not knowing if someone's home. And then it either happens that, someone gets hurt, or some bad things happen. That's why we include the panic for you guys, because, if someone does enter the house while your wife is here, it'll obviously keep her a lot safer. Another cool thing about it when you guys are gone, like say you go on vacation or something, what we do is we give you one of the motion detectors. Now this is really cool because what it does, it'll go right here in this big area of the house. And what it does, it shoots beams all the way through the entire house here. And so if anyone comes into any of this area, say they don't go through the door, say they break a window, if they come through the window, it'll automatically pick them up. And then even though you're on vacation, the police are still out here. They're making sure your possessions are safe. That's when a lot of people get broken into, when they're gone for extended periods of time. And so having that...
Let's stop it there. And I want you to be honest with me, 100% honest with me. When you're outside the house, is this what you get? Thanks, buddy, I'm just not interested. After you're done talking all the time. Like 98%. Not kind of yet, 98% of the time. Am I not right?
Yeah, that's it.
And obviously reflects on the sales. And I'm going to correct that for you right now. You did awesome. Thank you. I'd say you're hovering in the middle of them too. Like that. It really is about in the middle of those 2. That's awesome. That's honestly very good. But I'm gonna help you correct a couple of small stuff, and we're gonna go through it with it. Amy. Do it. Yeah, you do it. Come on. I think we all want to punch Vito in the face with that hat. I'm just kidding.
Am I still wearing that?
I'm joking. Matches here. Okay, so it's not really just knocking on the door. It's all about the whole, what does a security system mean? Very important.
Cool. So just go through a whole basic.
Well, yeah, I'm a potential customer, and your goal is in the valley here to really have me feel what a security system means. So move in with that.
But I can start from the top right.
First, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. But I can start from the top right.
You can, but you don't need to whatever you want.
So let's just say I've already pitched you. I'm already trying to talk to you.
around there. It's just like, you know, up in the air. So just start wherever you want.
Okay. I'll just start from the beginning then. Okay.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, hey, I'm sorry. Are you the owner here?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, cool. My name's David. I'm actually just out here with management. Okay, we're just making sure that you guys got the community notice. It was a bright yellow piece of paper will have to be on last Friday on the door.
Probably my wife. She grabs all that
Okay,
stuff.
at least you're honest. Probably cleared away.
Yeah, she does, yeah.
Okay.
The important stuff she'll leave. Was it something
Right.
important? Or?
A little bit. Like I said, it's not a big deal. Basically, it was just talking about we did have a couple break-ins in the area. Did you guys get a chance to talk about that or talk to any of the neighbors at all?
What happened?
Okay. Like I said, it's not a big deal. You know, like we did just have an increase of activity, but honestly, it's to be expected. You know, with the holiday season, you know, people are buying a lot more things. Plus, they're leaving the house more often. So when you mix those two together, you know, it's gonna happen. Like I said, what we've had out here last week, we actually had about 3 break-ins in the area, which is weird because usually this area is really quiet. Like I said, right now, I don't know if you heard at all. We actually just got the community deal approved as well. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay, no. Okay. What it is basically is you've heard of, you know, when, for example, when we have more than 5 people, you know, more than a couple people join together, everyone gets a discount in the area. Okay. Basically, what it is right now, we're working with a neighbor out here. Have you seen a system before?
ADT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen them throughout the neighborhood and stuff. Okay. What we're actually looking to do right now is we have about 5 of the neighbors out here right now going through the installs throughout the week. Okay. What we're looking for is just to obviously continue filling our spots a little bit more throughout the installs. Like I said, what it would be right now is we're looking for homeowners out here. They would kind of help us get some advertising out here because what we actually do is for the homeowners. You've seen these signs before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you know, like I said, for example, as you know, it just kind of took you by surprise of break-ins. It's going to catch the neighbors by surprise. So what we'd like to do before, obviously, you know, the break-ins continue throughout the neighborhood. We'd like to put a couple of our signs out. Do you know why we'd want to do that? Not really? Okay. It's just a small sign. You've probably seen it throughout the neighborhood. We just put it like in the front yard, like, you know, right here, you know. Like I said, what it would be is, you know, as people start hearing about the break-ins and everything, they're going to start looking for a system. You know, they're going to trust whoever their neighbor has. So what we like doing is we like coming in before, you know, making sure we sprinkle a couple more signs in the neighborhood. That's obviously how we see our sales throughout the neighborhood. Okay. Would you have a problem with that?
Yeah. I don't think my wife would like it too much. So.
Okay, the sign. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, you know, most neighbors do feel that way. What they found though is, like I said, what we do is we actually give them a complimentary system. So if you guys would just be willing to put up our sign in the backyard, what we actually do is we give you guys a system for the house. Okay. Now, like I said, typically the system costs anywhere between $300 to $500. What we actually do is just go ahead and pay that cost for you guys for helping us to advertise. Okay. Now, have you guys ever had a system before?
No.
Never. Okay. Now, how many doors do you guys have coming into that house?
We have.
Is it like, okay, 3? Okay, I'm assuming the front door, the garage door, and also the back door?
Yeah.
Okay, is that a slider or is it a regular door?
It is a slider.
Okay, it is? Okay. Do you know if it's the original slider or have you replaced it?
Sorry, why are you asking these questions?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, the break-ins in the area actually, most of them have actually been in the back. Reason is because, I don't know if you noticed, but all these houses were basically built the same out here. What we have is the issue we're having is, like, for example, if they find an issue with one house, it's basically an issue in all of them. Like I said, what they've been doing is they've actually been getting in through the back door. The way they do that is they've been just loosening the bottom railings and they've just been wiggling the whole back door open. So that's why I was trying to ask you that, because what we did for the neighbors is, in order to obviously prevent that, we actually put the door contacts in. Now, you said you've never had a system before, right?
Not really.
Okay.
Hey, let's stop it there. Let's stop it there. Good. You guys you're doing awesome. And I would say, you know, about the same. Anywhere from in that area, you're about the same. And as you guys see, your guys' numbers are pretty much all around the same too. You know, lately, as of late. So that's awesome. Next, who wants to go next?
I'll go again.
Like, get this again. It's the right attitude. I love
Like
it.
the feel felt.
That is the right attitude. Okay, next, who wants? Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. James, Bradley, let's go.
You guys can hear my pitch, okay?
Nope.
Help, I'm lost and I don't know where
Help, I'm lost, please. I don't even know I got this hat on my head. Okay.
Rough hair day, Jim?
What?
Rough hair day?
Yeah. Okay.
Joined our hockey team today.
What's that?
He's joining our hockey team.
Are you?
I
He likes just,
yeah.
point guard.
up.
Point guard is not a
No.
position. Forward. Forward.
Yeah.
No, it's just, yeah, what does the security, your whole goal as a door-to-door sales rep, selling the security is you need to make me really see the benefits of having a security system. Because at the end, ultimately, you're gonna tell me a price. I don't care if you're selling me your shoes to gold to whatever it is. You need to make, as a salesperson, you need to make me really see the value in having what you have to offer. And if I don't see the value in having what you have to offer, I don't care if you want to give it to me for free. I won't take it. Because, it might possibly have some negative stuff with it, so I don't even want it. How many times have you guys been walking the mall? Oh, it's a free gift, it's a free gift, it's a free gift. Please, God.
7-month subscription, get away from me.
Exactly. People won't take it if they see no value. So, go ahead. Just build value in it and wherever you want to start, and yeah.
So have you lived here for quite a while?
About 12 years, going on 13.
Oh, that's really nice. I'm assuming you obviously never had any problems with this particular house.
No, it's not. It's from we had a leak in the roof.
I mean, like no one, obviously broken into here
Oh,
or anything?
no, none of that
yeah,
stuff.
great.
Yeah, it's a safe neighborhood.
Yeah, well, I mean, like obviously you haven't had any problems, but it's just that if you look around the neighborhood, you see a lot of people, some of your neighbors have home security systems. Usually people don't want to get one of these things until they've already had a problem. So actually while we're coming out here, it's just, with the holidays and stuff, everyone's bought homes and stuff, that's actually we see the increases in activity. So we're trying to be proactive and, obviously getting people secure before something happens, because statistically, there is going to be some activity out in this neighborhood this holiday season, and we just want to do our best to prevent that.
Okay, awesome. So is that all you needed, or?
Oh, you needed? Yeah, like I said, we're getting all signs out. So with one of these signs out in front of someone's house, if, when just statistically, when a bad person does come through this neighborhood, they're gonna see this sign in front of your house, and they're just gonna, go right on past your house. And that's what we want. We want, if anyone comes to this neighborhood, they're not even gonna bother, because they see our signs. These signs are a huge deterrent on themselves, that's like 99% of the whole security thing, is just having the signs there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
Great. So like I said, the reason these signs are deterrent is because every house that has one of these signs has, at least just a basic home security system in it through ADT. We have the number one response team. We secure, Fort Knox, White House, Pentagon. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know.
We do. It's just a way on our website if you want to look that up. But, Fort Knox in your home.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just really busy though. We're just getting ready to take the kids. Can you come back some other time?
Well, like I said, I was sending the salespeople through pretty soon. So if obviously, I want to, obviously have you as a promotional house, because, like I said, you have the mailbox right now. All your neighbors are going by this house. So I really want this sign, as soon as possible. Before the mail arrives tomorrow, type of thing, so
Sure.
people come and check everything.
Sure.
So if you actually, it won't take too long, would you be okay with this, thing out of
I really don't got the time now. If you can come back another time, that'd be a lot better. More than likely tomorrow around the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. That's okay. You're newer. Don't worry, man. You're doing great. Trust me. Like I told everybody, in a new ad, 99% of the people really cannot do this job. 1%, decide to, and because of that, when you're in that 1%, you guys already pat yourselves on the back for being here and actually going out there and doing it and then sticking with it. I promise you. I really mean that. Everybody starts at different levels and they grow themselves into, better if they choose to. So, honestly, this is what I always say, and I tell everybody. You guys, I'm pretty sure most of you know what the UFC is. You guys, most of you know a hockey team, a football team, a soccer team, any type of team. Any type of team has a coach, and they are a team, right? And in that team, you guys have to focus on training every single day. They don't train once a week. They don't train once a month. They train every single day because their muscles get stronger, their minds get stronger, everything becomes stronger about them. And here's the best part. I'm being brutally honest with you guys at where you stand right now. And if you guys think I'm not being honest about it, stop and reflect back to how many sales am I getting. Don't take a look at it as, oh gosh, I'm really on a level from 1 to 10. That's what he thinks I am. If you're getting 9 sales a week and I'm telling you you're a 3 to a 4, then you can tell me, you're like, Paul, I think you're retarded. I'm not a 3 to a 4. If I am, why is it working? So honestly, I'm gonna put you somewhere in this bracket over here. You're newer. I can guarantee you if you stick in with it and you learn how to correct, the things I'm gonna teach you how to correct for you, you can definitely jump up just like anybody. You can jump up over in this range. Anybody can. Anybody can. It's just you gotta focus on training every single day, building your muscles, building your minds stronger every single day. And the reason why is because the ultimate goal, anybody at this job should be creating 100,000 plus a year. And you can. You ultimately can if you guys train. I can guarantee you George St. Pierre or any of those UFC fighters or any of those football players aren't playing in the NFL and the CFL and in the UFC, by training 1, 2 days, 3 days a week, a month, a year, 2 years. I guarantee you, they've been training for years. But if you take that GSP and you bring him back into when he first started, you guys would be blown away to actually see how he was then compared to now. It's just the nature of the beast. It's just the nature of how we are as humans. We master things as we try and do and test things out and get stronger every single day. It's the people that give up that never, ever end up getting success in what it is they want to do. Okay? This job makes you stronger mentally at anything else in your later on in your careers. If you guys are perhaps just here to make a bunch of money and then invest it somewhere else, by all means, that's the best for you. Make sure then you actually really reap the rewards from what this company and job can really offer you in the time that you are doing it here. For the most part, growing in with it can be very rewarding long term, and that's why I decided to stick in with this type of work, because I've seen the potential everywhere else. There really is nowhere else where if I really put the time into it, that I found, I can really put the time into it without having to spend any money, that I can really reap the rewards like this that it can possibly reap. So with what we're transitioning into, like I said, within the next 6 months here, you guys are going to see awesome stuff. It's going to be more pay, and it's going to be a lot more exciting of different stuff we're going to have. This place is really going to be rocking. You're going to see it. So we're excited to just get it all set up and have it roll in and transition into it. So Bradley, let's get you up.
So basically the entire.
Not the entire thing, just the key when you're selling security systems is when you're selling anything. Let's just say you're selling me a car stereo. I'm your potential customer. You need to show me what that security system can do for me. If you're selling me a security system, a car stereo, and I don't even have a car, am I a possible customer?
Yes.
No. Maybe I possibly could. Maybe I want to get it from my spouse, but you're not really gonna. It's a lot less of a chance. So even if you use, let's just say you are a super all-star, the best car audio salesperson in the world, but I don't have a car and I don't know anybody, and I'm a guy who just sleeps on my couch, goes to work 9 to 5, and at construction, and I don't do anything. So here's the thing: even if you were a 10, you're not going to sell me. So what I always tell people is, once you start building yourselves up and you start getting stronger, just because you're a 10, you're a 9 to a 10, it doesn't mean you're going to get a sale at every single door. So remember that. As I teach you guys what everyone who's in this bracket is honestly going through the exact same things. I promise you guys. So far, you guys all have the exact same little minor issue that you need corrected. And once we build that muscle, you're going to see your differences. Go ahead.
Okay, so pretty much like we're already in the house type thing?
Wherever you want to be. I just need to know what a security. I have no value in a security system right now. Or maybe I do. Find out. I could be a customer that wants. So.
Sure. Okay, so we're already in the house. Okay.
Yep.
So basically, the way the system works for you guys is, like I said before, if you're cool with putting the sign out, then we go ahead and give you the system. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're going to be sending a sales crew through in a couple weeks, and they actually come through, like I said, in a couple weeks. But basically, because there has been a slight increase in a few break-ins in this area, especially the surrounding area. Honestly, your guys' neighborhood isn't all that bad. It's just the surrounding area has really been building up in crime, especially during these holidays. There's more people buying things and leaving the home a lot more, and so for that reason, there's more of an increase in things going on in this area, which is not the most common. Okay, and so basically, what we go ahead and do for you guys is we do give you the basic system that they'll be selling, which is normally about $850 value. Okay, and but we go ahead and give it to you. Basically, the way it works is we make sure to cover all your doors, because obviously those are the #1 entry points for your home. How many doors do you have here in this house?
3.
Leading outside the home, okay, 3. And the back door is a slider, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So mainly, you're gonna definitely wanna cover all those. A lot of them were through the back doors, and I know one of them was through a window. Okay, and so definitely we're gonna want to use a motion. Now, you don't have any really big pets, do you?
No.
No? Okay, that's fine.
That's the end.
Yeah, basically, with the motion detectors, they are pet friendly up to 80 pounds. So, even if you get a couple little dogs, they'll be fine with the motion detector. And the importance with that is we'd actually probably put it like right there in that corner there. And it'll just shoot all through here. It'll cover this main door here, and then also these main windows, okay? And if somebody does happen to come in like a bedroom window, they're not going to stay in there. They're going to be going throughout the entire house looking for, valuables, obviously, like your TV over there, okay? And so they'll go through here, and then the motion detector will be able to pick them up, and then set off the alarm, let the police know, and then they'll come out, and also let you guys know, obviously. Okay, and so is one of these your homeowner's insurance area?
I prefer not to say, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Well, basically the way it works is, if it is any of those, then it's anywhere from a 10 to 20% discount. And obviously I couldn't fit all of the companies on there, but, it is between those, okay? For having the ADT system in your home, just because those companies trust us so much with their customers, And so, let me see here. Basically, another thing is this keypad. It's a really cool feature. Is if you because like I know a lot of people, they aren't too majorly concerned with their like burglary, like break-ins and stuff. But what another cool thing is like if you have the main doors covered, like if you have kids or you're babysitting or something like that, if there's a pool in the back, it'll let you know like if the back door is open. It'll say back door open, and then you can obviously make sure that people are safe going in and out of the house. And that is a feature you can turn on and off. And there's a lot of different features that are in this, okay? And so, okay. And so basically, one more thing that is included with the system. Do you have a home phone here?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, basically, just the system will be going right through your home phone. Okay. And that just allows it to call out to the police. Okay, and so it lets ADT know, obviously, where the threat is, where the entry point is, per se, and then, they go ahead and call you, let you know, okay, somebody is, coming to the back door, are you guys home right now? No, we're, off grocery shopping or whatever, okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and send the police out since there's nobody there, obviously, it's a genuine threat, okay. And so, one other thing, I know a lot of people in this area, they're busy, they're working all the time, they're driving back and forth to work. One thing that I found really nice was the key fobs, especially like this one right here. Okay, and basically the way these work is, you can be pulling up into your driveway. You just hit the button on there. It makes it so much simpler rather than putting in, your 4-digit code. You can just hit the button on there. Okay, and so is the security system something you've looked into before?
My wife's not home. I'd like to talk to her about it. So what time can you be back at? What time can you be back at?
We should be in the area all day. So if she is back soon, I could come back a little bit later. Do you think she would have a problem with you securing the home, taking the initiative? Obviously, this isn't going to cost you guys.
I like to go over with her, to be honest.
Yeah, no problem. Well, what I can do for you guys then is go ahead and write everything down that I'd be giving you guys, obviously, so you can show it to her. Nothing's going to be charged. You guys won't take any personal information. I'll just leave it with you guys, let you guys talk about it.
I'd rather you just come back when she's here, to be honest.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I can leave you, well, I don't know.
It's okay.
Usually I sleep.
Awesome. Again, the same issue, which is again the reason why. That's okay. And again, you're in the same bracket. Everyone's in about the same area. Next, last one, Chris. Morning, Chris. How's it going? Tired?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Chris panicked in front of all of us. If you're discussing some of this.
Did that lady come by? Or did that lady come by, Chris?
Actually, I think I'm going to leave this at the office for the day. That's all.
Oh,
You're bender.
was that from this morning?
Yeah, I know, man.
It's a bad spot.
Was that from this morning, Chris?
Yeah.
Around your neighborhood or what?
No, that's in Sun City.
Nice.
How you doing, Chris? Woo! There we go. Getting a little bit of blood flowing through, right?
I hate this.
You hate it. What do you hate about it?
I can't talk in front of people.
Really? Why?
Yeah, like a group of people.
Yeah. That's good. Why? Because I used to be like that. Why?
The eyes staring at me is the main part. It's like psychological. Like if I were to imagine what's going on, I would just see like all
Everybody.
these like Cheshire cat eyes in the dark staring at me.
I used to be like you. You guys, if you guys know me in grade 9, all the way up to grade 10, I swear to you, I wouldn't even be able to get up here. I was the most shyest, quietest guy in the world. Until I, go ahead.
Are you the one that they made get on the desk and yell?
Yes.
That was you? Yeah, that was from American Law. I remember that story.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, how do you know about that?
Yeah,
Like,
you told me that day.
yeah.
That
I really
came
did.
out today.
I really did. A buddy of mine, this is basically how it's, this is basically how I slowly started breaking into it. Everyone's like, dude, come on, like, wake up. And I was always hanging around jocks and stuff like that. They're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm just shy and nervous. They're like, you know what? You need to break out of it. I'm like, I really want to, because I have so much in me that I want to talk and like be like this and all that. Like, you know what you're gonna do today when we're in physics 10. Physics 10. I don't think you guys don't have like physics 10, 20, 30 here. No, it's for grade 10 pretty much. I was in physics 10 and we were sitting down and we had a test because our teacher would all the time get up and what?
No, he's making fun. I think in the States you guys only go up to physics 10. You guys don't really.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's where we start off.
Canada
Fifth
school,
grade.
I think that's college.
Go
Tell
10,
stories.
21,
Tell stories.
22. So basically what happened was my friends are like, you know what, I'm going to give you $20 if when the teacher actually walks out of the room in front of everybody, this is a test, everyone's ready, it's all quiet, to jump on his desk in front of everybody, go, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. I didn't even know what it was. Apparently it's a song, right? It's from a song. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm gonna break through this. I'm finally gonna do it. No word of a lie. He leaves. I'm like, oh my God, dude, dripping. I am dripping. I'm like, this is my only chance to really like break through. And he's like, they're like, let's go. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Get up there. So picture, everyone's like this. So everyone's writing their test. I jump up on the desk in front of everybody. I'm like, guys, and everyone looks up like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. I scream it out. I jump down and I sit down. And part of it was you have to like literally sit down. Don't say nothing because everybody's laughing. And I did it, dude. I'm shaking. I still remember. I'm like, oh my God, is somebody gonna like punch me in the back of the head or what? They're like, dude, this is the guy who's gonna like bomb the school or freaking. Everyone's like, what the frick is wrong with you? But I broke through it. And literally that was a changing point because with those same friends, I would literally go to the mall. They're like, what are you so shy about? They helped me break out of it. They're screaming in West 7th Mall, the biggest mall in the world in Canada, pretty much. Screaming, and I'm like, dude, stop. They're like, I'm just going to break you out. What are they going to do? What is everybody going to do? And literally, they broke me out of it. And once I broke out of it, I'm like, that's true. I don't have to scream and jump like an idiot. But what they did was they broke me down to the point, put me in the most uncomfortable spot, and I realized, you know, nothing happened to me. So I'm like, there's no point for me to do that, but it's awesome to just break through. And they're like, I want you to start now. Just say hi to somebody. Go to that girl. Say hi to her. You know, I just, hey, how's it going? And sure, like some girls like, oh, cool. But I noticed there was steps that I got better and better as I started talking and interacting. And I really, again, back into working it every single day. I became who I became today, and I'm not shy, embarrassed to say hi or hello to anybody. And it's a lot better. So what you're feeling right now is everybody's looking at you and they're staring at you. It's like, oh my God, what are they thinking?
Yeah,
Am
like,
I standing right? Am I
I
is it
just see my
same?
chair and I'm like, that looks so comfortable.
So yeah, I promise you, if you break out of that in your life personally, you will become a stronger person. I promise
I
you.
believe it.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I'm here doing this.
Yeah.
Because
And we're grateful to have you because I
it's a
promise you,
lifetime thing.
we want a story like that later on to be like, you know what, I was shy, I was nervous, now look at me, dude, I can do this, this is what I have, this is who I got,
No
this is what I
fans.
built. Eventually it's going to go down to that.
Talk to that guy over there.
Here's another, he's like, yeah, here's another thing that's, you need to understand that all of them we're in your shoes standing up here, remember that. So, and they're all in the same boat as you. They're not looking down at you or anything like that. They're like, oh, I just can't wait to see what he's going to have to say. That really is what's going on in their head. They're like, I really want to see it. But your belief that, oh, they're judging me, they're this, they're that, they're looking at me, is all wrong. I promise you, they're not. They really are not. But it feels so real to you because you're talking yourself into it. But in all reality, they're not. They're just sitting there like, hey, I want to see what his pitch is like.
We love you.
And I promise there are people like that, but they're not welcome here. So there's never going to be anyone in this room that will
Yeah.
be judgmental like
It's
that.
very
They're honestly not welcome to start.
It's very true. It is very true.
So it's like no,
That's what,
no jerks
honestly,
allowed.
honestly, that's what distinguishes us. I've been in companies where there are a lot of those guys. Sit down, loser, get out of here. You know what?
Yeah,
They're not
for
welcome,
sure.
honestly. So you'll never have a single soul like that here.
That is very true.
We
Okay,
don't-
so let's go ahead. So remember, what a security system means to me, that's what I want you to build. You know, build what a security system means to me. Go ahead.
Hold on, let me think about that for a second.
Like, okay, you're selling me a product. Whenever you're selling a product, selling something, it's very important you as a salesperson has to portray to me in the way that I see it, what your product, how can I be advantageous, how can I like gain something in my life from what you have to offer me. Because if I don't have anything to gain from what you have to offer, there's no point in me taking your product.
What's the value in it for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you find that out by the conversation, right?
I'm not gonna say anything, but you go ahead and try and find it, because the reason why is I'm gonna talk about it after. You got this, Chris, let's go.
Okay,
Go ahead.
knock, knock.
Yeah, can I help you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man.
I just noticed that you had a lot of cars driving by this street.
Okay, yeah.
Sure, I don't know. Are you here, like, do you see a lot of cars driving down here?
Oh,
Or is it
yeah.
just like today?
Do you know what frustrates me the most is those young kids freaking, we wanna put a speed bump in this road here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I got kids and they freaking, my kids are playing outside, sometimes I literally have to just watch them 24 hours just to,
Oh, wow.
yeah. You with the, you know, ADT, the security, right?
Yeah, with ADT. Actually, that's why I'm here, is because I got a reference call, and actually, since you get all these cars coming down, we had a burglary call down the street. I'm wondering if I can get this sign out.
What do you mean sign out?
Basically, it's just advertisement for our company, and we have a new phone number. We're trying to get it out. Since you have so many cars passing by, a lot of people will see that sign. So that's how we kind of do business around here. So we look for houses, corner houses. You have a corner right here, so you know you have cars driving by, right? Every single direction they come in straight or coming through that ramp, they'll be able to see that sign, and we'll be able to get business. Okay. All right, and actually, you know, you get the sign out, and you know it's 80% less likely someone's going to break into the house. So, what do you think? Can you get that out for me?
Yeah, go ahead, put it up.
Great. Hey, actually, no, 1 second. Actually, for putting up the sign, we give you a basic security system. Like I said, you spend 24 hours a day watching your kid outside, making sure he's not outside.
Yeah, I mean, when I say 24 hours, I mean like I gotta just be careful because those guys are, I'm telling you, they're clowns. No,
Oh, definitely. I don't even have a car. I ride a bike, and I'm telling you, they come in, they cut me off, they almost kill me. So I totally understand crazy drivers.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I know. I like my life. I don't want to die by some guy trying to get to Circle K to buy, you know, tall can or something.
Very okay. Yeah, no, for sure.
So what actually, there's one key feature on here that I really enjoy. I don't have any kids, but I like it just in case. Like really, if you open up a door, it'll tell you what door is open, and it's an audible thing. It's actually pretty pleasant to hear. It's like front door open, so you don't have to be like stressed out all the time. If your kid is wandering around, is he a toddler? I mean, how old is he?
He's going on 3, so he's at that age. He opens the doors and stuff.
He's like everywhere, right? Okay, so what that'll do is that'll actually tell you whether you're in the living room or you're making like ramen noodles in the kitchen, whatever you're doing, that your son is actually walking outside of the house.
Yeah.
So you can do what you want to do around the house and have that peace of mind that if your son does walk out of the house, you're going to be able to know it. And so that's a really key, important feature for people in your situation. And like I said, for helping us out with the sign, we actually give this to you at no cost. Do you have, hold on 1 second. Sinuses.
You sure that sinus is?
Yeah.
No. Let's stop it there. Let's stop it there. Let's give him a clap. Are you gonna say something?
Just as an observer, honestly, unless I missed someone else's, he was the only one that applied it directly to you, and like everyone else kind of, they went through a list of things. He kind of went straight to it.
I want to say something, and I want not everybody to get. I don't want anybody to feel down or even think anything of it, because this is to correct you guys. You know the saying, "Save the best for last." Dude, I promise you, there was a couple of things. I know why you're not selling now. I know why, and he's gonna need help closing. But I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the nervousness and those little things, I'd say you're still in this same bracket. But if it wasn't for the nervousness and you were doing what you did on a door, you're over here. You're actually above, up there. I promise you with what you're saying. As of Luis, he was the second best, closest to what I'm basically looking for. And I'm going to tell you guys the two things that all you guys are lacking that Chris nailed it on the spot. Except you need a little different stuff to correct to bring you up here. And I promise you guys. Number one, it's interactivity. It's definitely, you nailed it when you were up here. You even said, I'm like, oh God, I'm not even going to say it. Interactivity. All of you guys, I promise you, all of you guys were doing the majority of the talking. Luis got me to interact the most out of everybody aside from Chris. You may think he's goofy, or he's the way he's talking is goofy, or whatever it is. But I promise you, you can ask these two in the back here that we've seen the most goofy guys. Not saying you're goofy. The most goofy guys, I promise you. Like, I'm talking like guys who like, oh, how's it going, bud? And they literally are the top sales guys. It doesn't have to look a certain way, but the main thing is you get that customer to like you. And really, when Chris was talking to me, I didn't feel like he was really just trying to sell me. I really felt like, he's like, dude, you're like my neighbor across the street. What's up, buddy? And that's what you want. Interactivity and questions. You guys all lack questions, starting with you. You guys are doing the majority of the talking. When you're like Luis, again, aside from Luis, you're doing, you're very good with talking, but you need to learn how to interact with me more. Those are the two. So communication or talking.
Just tell them to slow down. All you guys are talking really fast today.
So talking and interaction. Talking questions. Talking, asking questions. Cues. When I mean talking, it's like asking me questions. Let me get rid of talking there. It's questions. You guys got to come up with questions. I'm talking questions every minute, and you're gonna see myself do it right now. And when you guys learn to ask questions and get me interactive, that's when you guys will jump literally from here overnight. I promise you today. If you guys apply what I'm going to teach you today, you guys are going to jump into this bracket right away. Does it mean you're going to just sell every person? No. Remember, this is Arizona market. It's year-round. There's a lot of people that have different fixed beliefs. There's a lot of sales out there. But the key is if you're using this every single door, you're going to get like the managers are doing. You know, these guys are writing their 1-2 accounts a day. It's because they keep doing it at every single door. Do they, Gianni, Jared, do you guys close every single door?
No.
No. I promise you, what for me, when I was in an office full of guys writing, I always thought, a guy came back with 3 sales. I'm like, freaking lucky, or just people are saying yes to him. I asked them, how many doors did you get? Dude, I knocked the whole freaking day. Say, oh, really? I only see the end result of 3 sales, but I don't see what they went through to get those 3 sales. Once you guys get stronger at learning to really implement at every single door what I'm going to teach you guys, you will guaranteed see the results. Now, this is where you guys may fall off, some of you guys. When you learn to ask questions and interact the way I'm going to teach you how to do it, what normally happens is you go out there and you'll try it on the first door. You'll try it on the second door. You won't get a sale. You'll try it on the third door. And you'll slowly go back and, it's not really working. Let me try and see if this works. And that's what happens to everybody. 99%, it happens to you. I promise you. Until you really realize it's like, let's just say I want to get as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger. I read Arnold Schwarzenegger's book and he says you got to go to the gym, do this, this, and this. So I go to the gym and I'm like, trying to lift. What happens? I don't get that big and I'm like all discouraged. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try my program, see if this is going to work. When in all reality, to get the end result, you need to take baby steps to actually grow yourself every single day. And when you grow yourself every single day, you build that muscle 1 millimeter bigger every single day. After a month, after a year, after 2 years, after 5 years, after 10 years, 1 millimeter turns into an inch, 10 inches, whatever. It grows into way bigger of a muscle, and when you're walking around, it's just like when I look at the gym. I see guys, I'm like, dang it, they're so big, like they're phenomenal. But I go and ask them, like, dude, I've been working out since I was 16. You know, the end result we normally tend to look at and say, I want that. But we don't really understand. We know, but we don't really understand what it takes to get that end result. And I'm here to show you guys what it's going to take you guys to get that end result. If you take baby steps and you guys start closing 1, 2, 3 accounts a week extra year-round because of what I'm going to teach you guys, I promise you guys, you'll take that and do it daily eventually as you grow in with it. It may take you a week, it may take you a month, but the main thing is you guys actually get there. Number one, again, for those people who are late, 99% of the people cannot do this job. 1% can. Take a look around, you guys are that 1%. And we're going to find more of these 1% out there that really want to do it. And we want to get you guys really strong so you guys can help teach and educate those people how to do it, and we grow and expand as a company. Because this company is growing, we are expanding, we're investing a lot from here on out into getting the right people in. And I want to thank you guys, first of all, for obviously helping this company grow. Because every single account you guys bring in for Elite Security, it helps us reinvest into growing the company. And I promise you guys, incentives and stuff like that, they're all going to be coming even more and more and more. And we're coming up with an incentive for all the way up to before Christmas, and we're going to come up with it within the next couple of days for you guys. And it's going to be something pretty cool. I want to do more group stuff. I want to, perhaps either go bowling more, take you guys to baseball games, and just football games, whatever it is. I want to interact. I want all of us to interact more with one another and really grow as a team because we are a team. Sorry, somebody had a hand up.
No, I put together that for the Friday, the table game. So if you want, I can.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. Okay, let me. That's gonna be at the end. That's right. You ready to put it together? Sweet. You guys are gonna see that. That's pretty cool. Start to it. Okay. Number one. So we want to interact. Who wants to be my homeowner? Luis. And I like your binder, to be honest. I was like, I like his the most. That's how I sound. I have a couple contracts under here, and just these two. Not saying I know a bunch of people who do. It's just not saying it's right or wrong because it may work for you, may not work for me. When I personally see a salesperson at my door with that, it's like, shit, this guy's a mortgage. He's going to sign me up for a 40-year fixed term. It just scares me. Not saying it does out there. Try going lighter. Less is more. I don't know. It really helps. It really helped me out.
I definitely likened this recently, though.
Yeah?
I got rid of 5 pounds or so.
You want to build those biceps, huh? I'm reading those Arnold Schwarzenegger books. Okay, so I want you guys to focus on the main things. I'm going to try to get this guy to interact with me, okay? Not try, I'm going to find a way to get this guy to interact with me. If I cannot get interaction by me asking questions, I'm moving forward. Because how am I going to sell this guy if he's not going to interact with me? Your goal is to become his buddy. Every person at the door, you want that person to like you on the other side. And if they're not liking you, they're not trusting you, cut to the chase, you want an alarm system. You don't? Move forward. If they're not. Because believe it or not, very little. But in a year, I probably gotten, when I was knocking full-time out there, I probably got 5 sales in a year that's like, you know what? This guy doesn't want to be my friend. Do you want an alarm? They're like, yeah, I thought of it. It's like, are you kidding me? So I'll take it if they say yes, but I've asked maybe 1,000 people, and out of that, 5 said yes. But that's 5 extra sales in a year. So don't waste your time with people who won't let you interact with them. Okay? So I'm going to knock on the door.
Hey, what's going on?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
Number one, you enjoying how cool it is compared to before in the summertime here?
Yeah, I actually work outside, so. Yeah,
Oh, you work outside. What do you do?
Yeah, sales.
Sales? Nice. What do you sell?
Insurance, basically.
Insurance. That's cool. State Farm, Allstate, all those.
I don't know, it's a bigger company, so.
It's a big,
more
nice.
commercial, so.
Not a big deal. Hey, I'm not going to take much of your time. Sorry, what was your name?
Oh, Luis.
Luis, I'm Paul, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Luis, do you want to just come here really quick?
Yeah.
Luis, do you do your landscaping here? I know there's a lot of rocks and stuff, but do you do your own landscaping here?
No.
You don't? You don't got time?
No, what's this about though?
You don't got much time for the landscaping. You probably work a lot.
Yeah, I actually have some, my dad does it, so.
Okay, let's stop it there. You see how he's now, when your potential customer is talking to you, you need to scan them. You need to scan their body posture, what he's saying, what's this? So he's a little standoffish. I have to become his buddy. I got to interact with him. I took him out. I'm interacting with him. You see how I asked a lot of questions off the bat? I'm really feeling him out. It's not about, am I going to sell this guy? It's about, if I do the steps right if I do the steps right, I'm going to get the sale. So let's back it up a bit. So my whole thing is what just happened. Think about what happens in your daily lives. Like for me, we got a letter from the city. This is as of like 3 days ago. We got a letter from the city. I think they got the wrong house, But with the shrubs, they said that they're gonna fine us because our shrubs are blocking the road. It's not, so we just cut the tree down pretty much. So right now, when I came out and I'm walking him about landscaping, I'm gonna actually talk about that so I can communicate. Just bring up a story that, you know, gives me time to interact. So the reason, number one, why I said if you do the landscaping, I just got a letter from the city. At my house, we normally have a landscaper who like, you know, keeps everything tidy and neat. I think they got the wrong house, but they said that our shrubs, our actual tree was blocking the street. Have you ever had this, your city here?
No, not really.
No?
No, I mean, they come out regularly, so now that's, are you from like Phoenix here?
No, I'm actually out in Surprise.
Oh, okay.
But I've never had an issue, and it's crazy that they even came up with that. I don't know. Anyway, our landscaper, I'm like, dude, just chop it down. Who cares? You know, we need to get rid of that. Anyway, the reason why I'm asking that is just grab that. You said your name was Luis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Luis, have you seen many of these actual signs in many of your neighbors' yards?
I've seen them before, yeah.
Okay, how many would you say you saw?
I don't know that.
You don't keep track of
No,
them?
not really.
Okay. The reason why I ask you that question is we're doing some advertising out here. My company actually needs your help, and as such, our company's actually looking to take care of some of the homeowners out here.
What do you mean?
Sorry, what do you mean? What do I mean?
Take care of the homeowners.
Oh, yeah. Are you familiar with the company?
I've heard of ADT before.
Yeah. This company, ADT, is actually looking right now in your neighborhood to actually get more advertisement out, which means, you know, we're actually looking to set up a couple homeowners that can help us advertise the sign. And it's pretty confusing, but yet easy at the same time. I'm going to make sense of it here really quick for you. So I kind of stumbled right there, and I wanted to stumble on purpose. I kind of stumbled so that I can show you how to get myself out. Remember, it's not what I say. Even if I stumble and I say something that isn't really making sense, but it's my goal to know I'm going off track with this guy. I need to get to the point and I need to start moving forward. And when I notice that, that's when I actually start bringing him back on. So what ADT is looking to do is get this sign right here in your yard. The reason why is because we make money off those signs. Now, let me ask you this big question. Number one, you watch a Super Bowl?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah? Who's your team?
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals? That's awesome. Boo. I'm actually not from here, but you know, being that I moved here, I'm from Canada originally.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really have an NFL team, but being that I'm
do
here.
they watch like rugby then, or what do they have?
Yeah, no, it's actually hockey rugby.
Oh, okay.
It's 2-1. You
Really?
know, and it's awesome. Every time they actually kick the ball, they have a red streak. Have you? You probably don't know.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Anyway, what we're basically looking to do is this sign. I need it up in your yard. I'm going to be straight to the point with you. I'm very busy. Would you have an issue placing that sign in your yard if ADT actually compensated you for it?
I mean, you could put the, what do you mean compensation though? Like,
We actually compensate you for helping us advertise. Let me show you here really quick. Either in front of that tree or we had actually wanted in front of your rock right there. It's not this exact sign. It actually comes on a stick. And you know, it would actually go into the ground and you don't have to put it up. We actually bring a helicopter that, it's actually one that lights, I'm joking about the helicopter.
okay.
But we
I got
actually,
excited, but
yeah, I know a lot of people do when I say that. Do you see the interaction I'm doing? I'm bubbly. It's my personality to be like smile. You don't have to be so like that. But the key is you got to do what it takes for yourself to get this person to like you. I'm breaking him down. He's a stronger guy. He's like not really interacting with me, but he is. So now I'm at the point where he's liking me a little bit enough to listen to me enough, to not kick me out. Luis, if you actually help the company put that sign right in front of either the rock or the tree, we actually compensate you by gifting you one of our latest packages. I want to ask you this big question. Notice these little things. Like, I want to ask you this big question. So he's like, okay, what's this big question? Have you or do you know anybody who actually has any security system at all in their house, their business?
I've seen businesses, but I
Sure.
don't really know anybody.
Let me ask you this. What do you know about a security system? Like, how do they work?
You know, you like put a code in and like calls the police if like someone breaks in, I guess.
Okay. You're very close to how those older security systems work. Now, do you see what he just answered? I guarantee you, even if you ask that question, 99% of the customers, don't even know that part. They just know it's a keypad with numbers on it. So why is somebody going to give you their money if that's what they can relate to this question? Have you guys asked your customers that question? I want to ask you, do you know anybody who has it? Yeah, my mom does. Well, what does it do for her? What is it? I don't know, calls the police? Well, it does, but how does it work? I couldn't tell you. Well, why is somebody going to give you their money if this is what they see a security system is? I mean, I know you guys are all handsome, so that builds some value up in your system, right? But not enough to get them above the price point, right? And that's where you guys need to really focus on this value. So now he just mentioned it's a keypad. So I need to go into what does a security system mean? And for the next week, every single day, we're going to talk to you guys about what does a security system mean. And this is the point where everybody falls off at, right here, majority of people, on every single door. So now I'm going to focus on what are his hot points. I need to really know what a security system does. Now, let me tell you guys about this business here. We have a business, okay, Elite Security, where we have personal information, we have computers, we have stuff on the wall, we have TVs and stuff like that. If somebody were to break into this place and take those, would I care? Probably. You know, it wouldn't kill me, but I want to limit the chance of that actually happening. So how can I limit it? Putting a security system in this business would make sense to me because if somebody did, number one, a loud siren would go off, right? And when a loud siren goes off, let's think about this, okay, Luis? And this is going to be the most retarded thing I'm ever going to say because I know you're not this person, but let's put your brain as if you are a burglar, okay? Now, this is your house, you're a burglar, and you're breaking into your house. If you were to kick this front door open, because it does happen, I'm not saying it's going to, but if you were to kick this front door open and you were to hear a loud siren going off, woo, 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 would that at all remotely at least deter you, first of all? Would that be like, dude, would that at least deter you at all?
Yeah.
Okay, it would, right? Okay, that's number one. Now, what if you even knew on top of that, because there's a loud siren going off, that means a police officer is showing up directly to this house right here? Would that deter you even more?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, let's be honest with ourselves here, okay? And this goes against me, just so you know. Let's say you did kick this front door open, okay? And you look right there on your front table, let's just say you have a table there, and you see a laptop with $20,000 worth of gold. A loud siren's going off. Is it going to deter you from running in the house and grabbing that gold, then taking off? It's not. I'm going to be honest with you, it's not. But for the most part, we don't really leave our most valuable, and I hope to God you don't, by the way, but we don't leave our most valuable assets right there laying on the table. But I'm not telling you a security system if, let's just say, somebody did force the store open and you had a laptop right on your front desk here. I'm not here to tell you that they're not going to grab that laptop and run. I'm here to tell you that more than likely they're not going to because of that loud sign. They don't even want to deal with it. And there's other possibilities that you may have other stuff inside your house. They're gonna more than likely leave the premise. Now, that's just one thing. I want to show you another thing about this system. Stop and think all to yourselves. And I don't care if you guys say no, but have I done I'm going to say better because I want you guys to get stronger. I can care less about me being better or anything like that. Have I done a better job in kind of the start? Because what I'm doing right now is the start of getting him interested. Are you guys seeing more things about the security system by how I'm explaining it than you guys are? And the reason why I say this, guys, I promise to God, this is how I started. Hi, are you the homeowner?
Yeah.
My name is Paul, and I'm actually here with security, and we're basically doing this in the neighborhood. This actual security system, if you can help us advertise a sign, we're basically going to go ahead and give you a gift, but the company takes care of it. It's absolutely free. We need you to help us our advertising. Now, what we actually include for you is an actual home security system. We give you the keypad, and we take care of all your door.
Sorry.
Okay. Hi, you the homeowner? I would do that every single door. Do I get sales? Just like you guys. You will get sales. You guys should see, you guys are in this range, and you guys are getting sales. Imagine when you guys get that much stronger. what your checks are gonna look like, how much stronger your checks are gonna look like. And that's the most important. His eyes lit up. He's like, oh my God, I just can't wait. Yeah, I have a picture on my phone of your $1,700+ paycheck in 1 week. So you felt really comfortable and confident that week because one thing worked, another, and you just were super comfortable and confident. And that's where we got to get you at every single week. My confidence levels, I don't care where I go, I know there's some human on, well, maybe reptilian, right? You never know. There's some human on the other side of the door. I need to interact, talk, and question this guy. Because if this guy's willing to interact with me, I have a possible chance I can sell him. So, just because I'm talking and interacting really well, my final step is I got to be a strong closer. And being a strong closer is very simple at this job. Because once you do this right, they are telling you, please God, just give me the system. So closing is not hard. You guys are finding closing hard right now because the value is not being built super high. When your value goes up, and there's more things I can do, I just don't want to waste too much time today. We're going to go through this every single day. We're going to have 3 or 4 things that we can help you guys build value in. But once you guys build super high value in what the product is for that person, you guys will see, you guys will notice that when you guys tell them, so by the way, we have 3 of your neighbors or 5 or 18 of your other neighbors in the zip code that we're already doing. I have a couple of slots available, not many. What time are you going to be home tomorrow? They're basically going to tell you openly, can you be here in the morning? They're really going to just openly tell you that. 100% of the people will not tell you that, but 80% will. And if 80% of the people do, that increases your sales to 8, 9, 10 a week plus. Okay, so that's the number one thing you guys need to focus on. Is today, I want you guys to go out there, and I don't care about any sales today. I want you guys to focus on questions, questions, questions. Everything is a question today. It's like question and interactivity. You the homeowner here?
Yeah.
Oh, quick question. Sorry, what was your name?
Michael.
Okay, Michael. How long have you owned this property for?
Couple of years.
Couple of years. You like it here?
I do.
You do. Awesome. Are you familiar with my company, by the way?
I've seen your signs before.
You have? Don't like them?
I don't have a problem with them.
You don't have a problem with them? You probably want to grab a gun and shoot them high. That's
No, not exactly.
all right. No, I'm playing with you. Let me ask you this really quick. How many of your neighbors? Let's just say on an estimate. Would you say 1 to 20, 1 to 20 to 50 a day? Do you actually see with our signs in the yard?
Maybe about 5.
5? Okay, cool. That's the reason why I'm out here. Let me explain this to you. We need more exposure out here. It's just I didn't become smooth overnight. It's the same thing. As I did it over and over and over again, I got better at it. But I just asked him 8 questions in literally a matter of under a minute. When you start doing that and you start smiling and say, hey, just come here really quick. Be confident. Be super confident. When you look at somebody, look them in the eyes and say, hey, how's it going? You said Luis, right? Luis, really quick here. You have nothing to hide. You guys don't. You guys, instead of focusing on, I want a sale, focus on, I got to do my steps right. I got to do my steps. Don't get confused about what the steps are. The steps are questions. Just keep asking questions. And then interaction. Because you guys already know how to sell a security system. This is all everyone is lacking, is the questions and interactivity. That's it. Learn how to become more of a people person, to be like really interacting with one another, because human interaction is exactly what sales is about. Sales is about the transfer of emotions. If you can transfer that emotion to mean what you feel for a security system, I promise you guys you'll get that much better. So really work on what a security system means to you guys. Really do. Focus on what a security system. I know a lot of you guys have family in here. It's like, when I'm away or I'm at home sleeping and somebody tries coming through my window, I forgot who it was, I think it was yours. When you were pitching with me, you were like, yeah, in the window. You were like, yeah, and it might have been Mark. I forgot.
No,
What was you, at least, yeah. This is what I would say, and again, it came from past experiences, but I'd be like, you mentioned you have a daughter, right? Okay, well, her window is pretty secure. I'm sure you guys have a lock on it. It's a stupid question, but it's like, yeah, of course we have a lock on it. I hope you guys normally lock it at nighttime, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I do personally for homeowners that actually, have a daughter in their own room or else, their son, their kids. I'm actually gonna get a door sensor set up on that actual, what it does is, and I go into it, if somebody were to do this and somebody were to do that, this is what would happen. And I actually have a real story from a customer of something that happened, which I told you guys about, but of what happened. And I use that at every single door. So remember, when you guys are selling these customers, interact with them too. Get knowledge from them. Like, educate yourselves on, I have a security system in my house. You feel a lot more comfortable protecting the place. Yeah, what parts of it? Oh, okay, this, and this. Oh, that happened. No way, you heard that. That happened with your cousin, your sister, your mother. Oh, okay, so now when you go to another customer, you can say, and it doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, really, it's like, yeah, I actually just took care of Brenda. She's not too far from here. And Brenda, basically, what she told me was, and it was crazy. It's sad. I've seen everything. I've honestly even walked into a house where the lady was like in tears crying when I started talking. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, just come on in. She goes, this is what just happened, the last couple days. And, her English wasn't that good. She was Spanish. And I'm like, sorry, I'm not understanding what happened. There's a letter, a note, and there was a parrot's cage. A parrot, and I'm like, okay, 1 second. So I called Sahagan. I'm like, dude, come here, come over. He came in, and he's like, talking back and forth. He's like, dude, somebody came in, broke in, stole her parrot. Apparently she loved this parrot, which she had forever, and wrote in Spanish a letter to her saying what they're going to do to this parrot. And he's like, dude, I'm not even going to tell you what this dang thing says. It's disgusting. And there's sick freaks out there that, have these thoughts in their minds. And it's like now that parrot that she loves like her child, is somewhere out there in the world. Jared, you guys, with your dogs. Imagine somebody were to do that, come and steal your pet, and were to write you a letter. You go mental. You really go crazy. And is it going to happen? More than likely not. Are you open to the possibility that it can possibly happen? And if this customer is really not open to the possibility that it can happen, I can guarantee you the main reason why this potential customer is not open to the possibility because you haven't done a great job enough on really building that value in what you have to offer. They're just seeing you as a salesperson. 90% of the time, that is what the case is. But, go ahead.
No, I know you say, to get us out of 10, we're not going to hit every door anyways. At what point do you say, they got interested a little bit, you see it, drop off, at what point would you walk?
No, what I mean is use your strength 9 to a 10 at every single door.
Correct, yeah, but at what point at those doors, even though you're at that level, would you decide to stop wasting time?
You've had guys who are just not interested, don't do nothing. So come up.
Truck drivers?
No, come up and be that guy. I'll show you. Be that guy. Because this is, I hate this. I've seen it, we've seen it all the time. Other companies, they do this fancy pitch, and yeah, I'm going to put my sign in your yard, and then, oh, come on in. And what happens is, they're training their sales reps, and as if you guys are on doors. Reality is, it's not all gravy at every single door. It's not. Even if I went to those doors, I promise you, those same doors, I couldn't close them. Nobody can close them. They're just not a sale. But in all reality, you're gonna run into these people who are just not gonna get it. So don't say, oh yeah, I did the pitch inside there, and yeah, Paul, sure you may have got in, it sounded great. If you do that at every single door, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get your way more sales than you would have by not utilizing it. So let's just say this is the neighborhood, okay? This is the neighborhood over here, okay? Which house is a sale? All of them. You got to use your mind as if all of them are the sales, but which one really is the sale in a neighborhood? Let's just say all around here.
You gotta find it.
Second one, you got to find it. Oh, so anyways, if you keep going through each and every single house, and you use your 10, this guy might not be a sale, this guy might not be a sale, this guy might not be a sale, maybe this guy is, that guy's not, that guy's not. The only way to find out who the sale is to do it at every single door. But let me show you a guy who's being just brooded. So you the homeowner here?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Quick question. We're actually looking to put sorry.
What's up?
Oh,
go ahead. Who are you with? Okay, yeah. No, I already have security. You're selling security?
I'd love to say I am, but no. Did you get our neighborhood notice?
Probably.
Okay. So how long have you lived out here for?
Why?
We're actually out here doing advertising out here in the neighborhood with Hey Lee, now, did you want to just come here really quick?
I'm cool. What's going on?
We actually are looking to get our sign placed in one of.
Yeah, go ahead. That's cool.
Okay, do you know why I'm doing that?
Doing what? Putting the sign out?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not really. No.
Okay, do you know why though I'd actually want to sign there?
I mean, we've had guys come up before, put the sign out free system. Is that what this is?
Sure.
Pretty much.
No, it's a little bit different.
Uh-huh.
Now, basically, how long have you lived here for?
Like almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll even try to break these people down. I'm almost at the point of leaving, but I'm going to try a couple things. If I'm going back and forth, he's doing that to me, I'm doing it back to him. Okay, well, what I'm actually looking to do is in our neighborhood, in your neighborhood here, you have a lot of people who have older systems.
Mhm.
We want to upgrade people who are out of a contract. Do you know how many of your neighbors would be out of a contract estimated?
This guy who do that, I don't know.
You don't care?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Okay,
Like I said, I have security, so.
sure.
Yeah.
You're a big guy, you probably got guns and all that.
Dogs, yeah.
Dogs. Dogs are actually the best form of security.
Yeah.
Yeah, so congrats on that.
All right.
Now, you wouldn't want an extra form of security at all on top of your dogs?
Like you're talking the security system.
Well, any form, doesn't matter what it
On,
would be.
like what would we be talking about?
Would you like any extra form of security on top
I'm
or?
good. I'm
You're
good, yeah.
Awesome, hey, thank you very much for your time.
Cool, bro.
What's your name?
Luis.
Luis, awesome, take care, Luis, I'm Paul.
Take it easy.
Before. I would try, I like trying to work to see if I can break him down. And he's just wasting my time at that point, going back and forth, I would leave. But you see how I just go back and forth, oh yeah, oh cool, yep, no big deal, awesome, okay, great. Yeah, the sign out here. You know what, no, I just told you I didn't. Oh yeah, I know, but I really want to understand why you would, no, I'm just, okay, fine, perfect, see you later. But if you do that at every single door, 1 in every 100 is going to be like that guy. There's 99 others. There's 99 others that you can use the exact same thing on that is going to actually get them interested. Because you're doing a great deed for those the people that want the security system. You've helped them make the decision to actually secure their house. So, any questions you guys may have? No? Today, I want questions and interactivity. Questions and interacting. Questions and interacting. As many as you can get.
There'll be some people, like, sometimes when I'm knocking with other people, we'll get inside, they listen to the whole thing, you know, and it could be because I'm not asking them questions. But
No,
they'll
it's
listen
because
to
you're not building enough value in that house.
Okay.
You're just talking instead of saying, let me ask you, do you know how these door sensors work? Do you know how this door sensor? No?
Magnets, basically?
No, have you ever seen any of you don't know anybody who has one of these?
No.
No? Let me show you really quick, Louise. This is what's going to make the difference. You're not going to get that if you do this. Let's just close the door really quick. Now, when this door is closed, right now, let's just say you're at work. You guys work a lot?
Yeah.
You do. When you guys are away from your house, let's say somebody kicks this door open, okay? Scenarios, all the time scenarios, all the time. Scenarios sell. The scenarios sell. So, somebody kicks his door open. Right now, if somebody kicks his door open and you're at work, let's just say, how long does that burglar have inside your house? Hours, yeah, as long as until it takes for you to get home, right? Hopefully that it happens, if heaven forbid it never happens, but hopefully it happens 5 minutes before you're getting home. It might happen, right? But you know as much as I do, the reason why I have my house secured, what am I telling you? The reason why I have my house secured and all your neighbors with their signs have theirs is because we all don't know, what am I doing right there? Do you guys understand the psychology behind what I'm just doing? The reason why I have my home secured and all those neighbors where you've seen their signs, who have their signs out in the yards, who have their security systems, yeah, it's singling him out. Nobody wants to be singled out. You guys know, right? When we were all in college, you don't want to be that single guy left out. That's the reason why I got up and said fuel, fire, desire, right? I didn't want to be that guy who was left out. So you want to be that person who's with the group, and if everybody's doing it, it makes sense, and the price is not a lot, why wouldn't I? We've talked about it. So that's what you want to get. So the reason why we all have it is because if heaven forbid we are at work, like I'm here right now, and somebody enters my house, guess what happens? Where's my phone? Anyway, guess what happens? I'll actually get a phone call on my phone right now. Let's hope it doesn't ring. Good. Because they would actually call me, believe it or not, if somebody actually broke into my house.
The police call you?
No, it's the actual monitoring station, but the monitoring station dispatches the police out directly to your house as they call you and say, you said your name was Luis?
Yes.
They say, hey, Luis, by the way, the police have been dispatched out, this is what happened. So you actually know exactly what happened. So if you're at work, you need to come back home or whatever the deal be. And they actually allow you to put your wife, you, many other people on there, whoever you want to contact in case an emergency happens. So it's pretty cool and neat that they actually even offer that. Small things, guys, make the biggest. I promise you. You may think like, oh, that sounds, dude, when you're meant, the way I said it, sounds like, dude, that is pretty cool. Really, that's another feature. That's another, what does a security system mean? So now let's also build on the security system. So you have your door frame here, and you have your door here. We're going to put a magnetic sensor on your actual door frame and one on your door. So let's just say that same scenario happened where we just talked about. A burglar, heaven forbid, but kicks in your front door. He kicks this door open, okay? Open the door. Now, this magnetic sensor that we have on your door frame and on your door, it splits from one another, okay? You see how it is split? Just come on this side really quickly, please. You see how it would split from one another? Okay? When that splits from one another, we also put in that magnetic sensor a transmitter box, and that shoots the signal out to your keypad. And now this is the best part. This allows me to get into the house, and I do it smooth. I go, that sends a signal to your keypad, which you obviously don't mind if I, sit right here. So what I'm doing is I'm not asking them to get in the house, but I'm just going because I need to explain this to you. So I look confused, and I'm like, on your wall, right? You wouldn't mind, obviously, if I just, okay, cool. So then now I ask him right there. So it's like, as I'm moving, it's like, no, go ahead. To your keypad right here, now I'm further in his house. We're in the living room. So I set myself up for my steps. It sends a signal to this keypad right here. And let's just say we had it on your wall right here. The technician would pick the best place to actually put it. So that would send a signal, and a loud siren on this keypad. As a matter of fact, grab that really quick. You see that little speaker there? It's a built-in speaker to where a loud siren would go off in your house. Have you ever heard any of your neighbors' alarms go off, or no? Have you ever have a car alarm ever go off, or you're familiar with alarms that go off?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they loud?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is actually extremely loud for the purpose of, so you see how I take my time, I'm building it, I'm asking questions. Now, let me ask you this question. I'm not done yet. Luis, having a loud siren, and I need to know the truth about this with you. The reason why is because I want to see if this is something that can benefit you. Because I'm going to be the first guy to tell you, if you can't benefit from this and what I have to offer, there is really no point in me actually even gifting you the free system. Because if I tell them that, believe me, I'm like, because if you don't really see the value of this, why would, I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
But would you see yourself, or your wife, and because you said you work a lot away from home, would you see yourself benefiting? Forget price and all that. We're going to talk about all you'll seriously laugh when you find out how much this really is.
How much is it?
You're going to laugh. Let's put it that way. Okay, now, with this keypad on the wall right here, would you see yourself benefiting from having a loud siren going off?
Yeah, if no one's here. Yeah.
If no one's here? Now, on your back door, move forward.
So there is a cost to this, though?
No. What they normally charge for these security systems, like if you were to go out there and actually purchase one, it would normally be like anywhere from, what's the square footage of this house?
Like 16.
1,600. Yeah, you're in the range of about maybe $200-300 to get started. Then they always tack on those installation fees and all those fees. No, like I said, we're actually gifting you the system, so we take care of it. Now on your back door right over here, now this is what we do. We have a sensor. You have a slider here. I get into the details. Don't waste your time. Don't speed through these parts. Guys, you need to really get interactive. You need to remember, sales is a transfer of energy. Would you guys not agree that me, honestly, coming up here and the way I'm talking to you guys is pretty enthusiastic, right? And that's what you guys don't have to sell, but that's what really helps people, get. That's how I sell. It really helps when you're speaking, to keep people's attention and stuff like that. So try and get as interactive as you possibly can in order to get your point across. But the key is you need to understand what point you're trying to get across. And that's what over the next couple of days we're going to go through. So I don't want to waste more time about that. But you see the interactivity, that I'm doing as opposed to just, this is the alarm system, this is what we do with your 3 doors of motion to keep up, blah, blah, blah.
So I guess my question is, explain it in that much detail, asking them the questions, we won't get that rejection after we kind of said our bit, and they're like, no, that's cool.
You'll never sell 100% of them, but you'll get that rejection 1 in 9 times. I promise you. If you build that value. If you really focus on, In order for me to get the sale, all I gotta do is use my all explaining the system. You will get the sale. You really will. Yeah. Good question. Anybody else have any questions or anything?
I'm sure a lot of people have that same question, which is, and that's why I want to address it,
Yep.
where you get through all those steps, you get through everything, and then they're still kind of like, well, it all sounds great. I mean, let me go ahead and think about it because
Yep.
I wasn't expecting this or whatever the case may be. Obviously,
At this point, you call Gianni. What's your phone number? He will not leave until they say yes. No. You take steps back. And now, let's just say you get all the way, you do all that, and at the end you're like, all right, it just sounds good, but, they're rocking back and forth, I don't know, You need to take a step back and figure out what's holding them back. Not necessarily. For sure it is the price. But what's holding them back? You don't know the full truth. It may not be the monthly, because I thought it was always the monthly, but then I asked them like, okay, so what if I were to bring it down to $39.99? What if I were to bring it down to $19 just to see? No, I still can't make up I still won't get it. I half said it, because I just don't want to say it. But you don't know what the issue is unless you what? That's right. You got to ask and find out what's holding that person back. Because I've had many times where the only thing that's holding this person back is they're not the decision maker no matter what. 99% of the time they are a decision maker, but, it's like, I just need to, I can't. My husband does all the decisions, makes all the decisions. My husband just makes all the decisions. And we can teach you techniques to try and, get it to push forward through, but ultimately you want to be there when the husband, to re-explain it to the husband. So in all reality, you don't know what it is, or perhaps, and guys, crazy as this is, I've had customers, and I'm sure you guys may have already had it, where she's like, I just don't know, and I don't know. Well, just please, because I understand and respect that. This is not something I want to push upon you. If you don't mind me asking why, well, because even if I got a security system, I just don't. My daughter's windows, somebody can come in from there. That's what it is. Yeah, I just really. Well, let's go take a look at it. I see why you would actually be concerned about this. Okay, well, she sneaks out at nighttime, and I don't know how much it's going to cost, so I'd rather just hold off on it. So what you're telling me is, okay, let me do this. Let me reach out to you. Now you found out what the issue is. You never know what the issue is until you ask and work it out of them. So it's not all the time that. Majority of times it is the price, but you never know until you ask. And then if it is the price, it's like, okay, what they're doing is they're focusing on price only. When in all reality, your goal is to focus on, yeah, but look at the value, right? They're going, well, I see the price. Oh, yeah, but look at the value. So you got to somehow say, I respect and understand that you're taking a look at it as this. It is 40-something bucks a month. I respect that. However, if you don't see what I have to offer being a lot more than what you're paying for it, you're not going to get it. I understand that. So let's see if I can, find out what you liked about what I said. And if I find out what that person liked about what I had to say, perhaps it's like, I really liked when we're away from the home, we go on vacation. Would you feel a lot more comfortable when yeah, I really would. Well, let me ask you this. What really is stopping you? Because how would if I were to go ahead and do this? Would that, you know what, if you were to give me another remote control, and especially when we're away, yeah, I'd go ahead and do that. You know what, I really want to earn your business. I'm very busy. We have this amount of installs going on. I'm going to earn your business by giving you that second remote control. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get it done. You mind if I sit right here? Done. Now you got them. So you got it. That's why interaction, I tell you from the beginning, is when you interact with them, you become their buddy. You become their friend. Now I'm able to talk to this. Luis, you have a wife and kids. You told me this, man. You said, you want. You know as much as I do. I want to give this security system to you. I'm obviously, gifting and selling these security systems. But I'm not. I'll be the first guy, and this is the truth. I swear to you. Once I learned this, I'll be the first guy to tell you if you wanted the security system to only get it so I can make money on it, I won't even give you that system. I don't want that. I want to make sure this system is something that you really want. And if you don't want it and you can't see the value in it, I won't even give it to you. I promise you. Because believe me, at the end of the night, I want to sleep comfortably as well, knowing when I set up Luis's family, Luis is giving me that call 3 months, 4 months, 6 months down the road saying, Paul, I want to thank you for actually coming and setting up that alarm. And that's the truth. If you guys really think that and you guys really live that, you will radiate great customers and they will actually like you guys more than anything. And you will get more sales, I promise you. So I know you guys have been sitting down for some time. Thank you for listening. Let's have an awesome day. Let's ask questions.
Yours?
No, not mine.
Okay, Mark, please.